Hi everyone, welcome back. For today's mani, we're going to be playing with dip powders from Bling Galleria, and we're going to be using this beautiful lilac trio. The first one is Lilac Tryst, and it's a beautiful purple crushed flakes, and those flakes are gorgeous. And then we're going to pair it with Lilac Lace, which is a lavender lilac base, and then it has a few flakies in there. And then Wisteria is a beautiful purple shimmer dip powder. So we're going to be using all three of these today for a press-on set. And we're going to be using dip liquids, and then we're going to add some really fun nail art. We're also going to be doing some ombre and using gels, so we're kind of going to be all over the place with today's mani, which makes it really fun because when you do your nails at home, you can do whatever your heart desires when it comes to doing your manis. And check out that beautiful coverage with just one dip. Doesn't it look like crushed crystals on the nail with beautiful lavender and lilac hints in there? It's really pretty. And when this dip powder hits the light, it totally takes it to another level. It has these really pretty color shifting flakes in there. So it's super pretty and definitely a perfect accent to any nails that you're doing for the spring. And if purple is not your cup of tea, I did do a mani using the pink trio. It is called the Tickle Me Pink. I did that last week on my channel. And then there's also a Blue Over You trio, which is absolutely beautiful. And that trio is giving me Cinderella vibes. I'll put a picture right here of both of the trios so you can see what I'm talking about. And then we are going to be dipping into, right now, Lilac Lace. And that one is a really pretty, it has the most gorgeous light purple base, and then it has a few of those crushed crystals in there to just overall tie this trio together. It's super pretty, and I really like how soft and elegant that background is. All right, so now we're going to dip into Wisteria, and we're going to do some ombre. So you can see here that I kind of rotated the nails. I switched them around because what's going to happen is when we're ombreing, if I would have left the nails as they were, with the thumb first and then all the way to the pinky from left to right, the ombre would have been backwards. So that's why I had to switch it from doing the mani on the platform from right to left. So if you're wondering why that looks different, that is why, because if you don't switch that up, you are going to be ombreing the wrong way, and then when it will look right on the stand, but then when you go ahead and place the nails on, the ombre is not going to match. I learned that the hard way. So now we're just going to go ahead and ombre, and we're going to go ahead and tap all those beautiful powders onto the nail. And then after this ombre, I'm going to go ahead and do the ombre 2 more times, but instead of starting the ombre again with the Lilac Lace, we're going to go back in after we dust it off, and we're going to start the ombre with Wisteria. And then after we go in with Wisteria, we'll go back in with the Lilac Lace. And then after we brush off again, we'll just rotate it and do Lilac Lace, and then go back in and finish it with Wisteria. That's going to give you a really clean ombre effect versus if you would use Wisteria and then lilac and then go back in with Wisteria. It's going to give you more of like a color blocking effect. It's going to be more of a stark line and not that beautiful ombre and transition that you want. So just keep that in mind when you're doing your ombre. If you want a really nice gradient finish, just alternate the colors as you are ombreing. And for the second time, I am dipping into that cupcake liner just to pick up some more of those beautiful crystals. I wanted more crystals and then a radiant effect going into that Wisteria ombre. So that is the technique that I did with this ombre. All right, so enough chit chat. Let's dive into this mani process, and then I will pop back in just a few moments.
Something. I've been down the darkest roads and up in the clouds, but I've always felt that something's missing. That was until I found you right there in the crowd. You came into my life and started a fire. You made me feel like I could touch the sky. Oh, there's nothing missing now that you're my desire. Now all I have to do is to make you mine. 'Cause I know, and you know what we could be. song, like a perfect melody. Baby, don't say you don't believe in me, 'cause you know and I know we're onto something good. You know and I know we got something good. Follow your heart, baby, don't be shy. Just follow yours and I'll follow mine. 'Cause I know and you know what we could be. Like a song, like a perfect melody. Baby, don't say you don't believe in me, 'cause you know and I know we're onto something good. You know and I know we got something good. Something
So this is the mani after I cured that gel top coat for 60 seconds. You could totally leave the mani like this, or you can continue on to the next steps and add some really fun flowers. We're going to use the Model 1, and it is a jewelry glue. And then we're going to use these really fun white flowers from Amazon and this precision tool that is coming soon to Bling Galleria, so stay tuned for that. I will link the Bling Galleria Facebook group and the Instagram page in the description box below, so you can check those out for a whole bunch of sneak peeks, and there's some really fun naming contests as well. So what I did is I placed some of that jewelry glue or gem glue onto a little palette that I use for nail art, and then I'm just going to go ahead and dip that dotting tool into the glue, place it on the nail, and then use the wax tip side to place one of those flowers on the nail, and that is it. And I'm going to keep going ahead and building up the flower pattern until I like how it is, and then I will go ahead and cure it. So I'm just using a little bit of that jewelry glue, and it is clear, so if you do get it in a spot or if it is peeking through any of those flowers, after you cure it, it does dry down clear, so you will not notice it on the nail unless you have like a really huge glob. You definitely want to go ahead and use the other end of that precision tool to kind of clean that up as best as you can. Otherwise, that will dry into that little ball shape, and you kind of want to avoid that. So how pretty are these flowers? I think they're so elegant and pretty, and I always really admire manis that have like gems and accents on it, but I'm always kind of scared to do that because I don't know, I just feel like I'm not going to be able to do it. But I was really impressed on how easy it was to place these flowers on and how they stayed after I cured it. And I did not have any problems when I ran my nail through my hair. I did not have any problems with these gems. They laid really flat to the nail, and they were not sticking up where my hair got stuck. So that was definitely a plus for me. So this flower I noticed was backwards. So I just took a little tweezers, and then I'm going to go ahead and place a flower back in that spot because it was upside down. And I'm just going to go ahead and boop, place that back right there, and just make sure I like how all those flowers are laying, because again, once we cure that, that's where those flowers are going to be. So in this little flower kit, it also came with some little pearls. So I'm going to go ahead and place one of those pearls in the bigger flowers, kind of like in the middle, like you can see there, and check it out. Isn't that super cute and pretty? I really liked how that pearl kind of made those flowers even more pretty, in that those bigger flowers pop. It kind of tied it in the mani all together for me, and I really liked how that turned out. So I cured those flowers for 60 seconds, and since we finished that nail beforehand with a top coat, we are good to go. So this is the completed mani after the top coat and cured it and everything. And how pretty and sparkly is this mani? It is so pretty, and it's giving me all those spring vibes here, especially with those flowers. I mean, even without these flower gems, this mani is screaming spring to me, and it's just so pretty and elegant. I'll go ahead and link everything that we use in today's mani in that description box below, including everything you need to create your own press-on sets at home, which is super fun, by the way. If you haven't tried it, I definitely recommend it. It's a really fun way to do some nails, and then you have this mani that you can reuse, which is also really fun. So don't forget to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you in tomorrow's upload.